Hey, this is Mike. Thank you so much for choosing this video. Today I'm in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, visiting Sparks Toyota, and I'm checking out a 2018 Toyota Tundra SR5 Crew Max. This Tundra is sitting on 225/70 Bridgestone tires wrapped around 18-inch steel wheels. It also has four-wheel disc brakes with ventilated disc rotors on all four wheels. The name of this color is Magnetic Gray Metallic. Looking nice, especially on a truck. A gray looks really good on a truck. So looking here at the front end, a lot of chrome accents around the grille with a flat gray or a satin gray grille there in the center. It also has the emblem actually serves also as the radar system for the adaptive cruise control in the 2018 Tundra. You have a tow hook kind of hidden. There's actually two of them just under here, there and there, hidden under there, the tow hooks. And fog lights are powered by halogen bulbs in a reflector housing. Same thing with the headlights, reflector halogens, and then it has an LED accent right under here. Let's look at the profile of the truck. One of the things that I really like about the Tundras is the fact that the rear doors seem to be larger than the front doors, so accessing the back seats basically, and also that's your cargo space, is a lot easier than other trucks like this. Okay, so here's the inside of the passenger side door. Now it has soft to the touch surfaces all up in this area, as well as your armrest, and then you don't get any hard plastics until you get down in this area, which is what you want, the durable plastics right there. And of course, check out this massive cargo space down here on the door. It's just like a storage space. You can put tools or anything you want, and two bottle holders. And the handle is actually enclosed, where you can use this as a little pocket as well, and it actually has a little felt lining in the bottom. You have a handle for this door and the rear doors to get in and out. Now of course you can put a step on it, but the handles do help out even when there is a step. So it has cloth seats with a combination of black and gray, and then you have that pattern here in the center portion. Nice tall prominent seats that are very comfortable, and they're quite a ways off the floor, so that way your knees are not sticking up in the air and it kind of feels more like a chair, like in your house. All right, so we have hard touch dash material, and then you have this gray accent right here, and the glove compartment is lockable, and then it has this little shelf system, so it's not a normal glove compartment. It actually has like these little shelves in here so you can keep it organized. And check out the legroom. Very little tapering as far as the leg room. It just extends out with a lot of room, and there's a little storage pocket here on the side of the console. All the rear glass has a privacy glass, keeping the sun from shining in and people from looking in. But this is fantastic. When I open up this door, look how far open it goes. It's almost a 90-degree angle in which you can open it up and really access this area. Now, there's two reasons. One, it helps get in and out for passengers, but also the back seat area serves as a extra cargo space as well, which I'll show you in a second. But just overall, looking at the seats here, it does have an armrest with cup holders. And it also has headrests that have the ability to fold down out of the way. You can also remove them too, so that way it helps with your visibility. Plenty of leg room back here. I mean, you can put the seats all the way back and you can still put somebody very tall back here. Very slight hump here in the center portion, so it's not a big deal as far as leg room. Power supply and your rear vents are here. It also has the latch system for car seats, so you can install a car seat back here, or ISOFIX is another word for it, latch or ISOFIX. And there's a pocket on the back of the passenger seat here. Okay, so if you wanted to use this space for cargo, all you'd have to do is unlatch it and lift it up, and it locks in place. So once you fold up both seats, you have this massive cargo space back here that you can access and use for, let's say you didn't want to put something in the back of the truck, let's say it's raining, or you want to keep it secure, you have this massive cargo space. And of course, you can fold it up one seat or the other, so you can still maintain passenger space while increasing your cargo space. Okay, so looking at the back of the truck, you see it has the standard lights basically for the tail lights. Backup camera is right here next to the handle, almost in the center position. And this is a locking tailgate, and it's assisted too. So when I lower the tailgate, it's really easy to lower and to raise. There's the factory bed liner, spray-in bed liner from the factory. You have the tie downs there on the corners. You also have a cleat tie down system, which the cleats are actually in the front of the vehicle, and you can attach it anywhere on these rails here to give you a customized, right where you need it, tie down. All the measurements and everything for this truck and the specs will be in the description. Okay, so down here is your towing package, and it has a 4-way and a 7-way outlet that's above the bumper. Some vehicles have them below the bumper, in which dirt and stuff can get there. Here it's a little bit easier to reach, and also it keeps the dirt from getting on them. Fuel doors here on the driver's side, and it has a pretty traditional cap with a little tether system and a place to hang the cap while you're pumping gas. This is what the key looks like, and pretty traditional key. It has a lock and unlock button, a panic button, but works just like the previous generations of Tundras. Let's go ahead and start it up. Here's the floor mat in front of the driver's seat, and you notice the floor mat hooks in place in 2 places. There's your accelerator, brake pedal, a foot actuated parking brake, and a footrest here on the far left. Let's go ahead and take a look under the hood. To open the hood, there's a little latch right up in here. Lift it up, and it basically goes up the rest of the way by itself. As soon as you give it a little bit of help, right in there is the handle. Okay, so you have an insulated hood and a seal around the outside right in here in the front, and also you have a seal that completes here on the bottom, across the back, and there on the sides. This helps out with the airflow as well as noise and heat transfer, basically, with the airflow. Okay, so there's your battery here on the right side, and look at this monster of an engine, 5.7 liter V8, 381 horsepower and 401 pound-feet of torque, and it's paired to a 6-speed automatic transmission. Here's the inside of the driver's side door, just like the other side, except for it has a little bit extra buttons here. The driver has an automatic power window, but it's automatic down, so one touch down to lower the window. It goes up and down quite fast. Power seat with power lumbar adjustment here for the driver. So right in here, you have the ability to adjust your side mirrors. You just pick a side and you adjust it with a little pad. You can have your interior lights turn on with the door, or have that feature off. You can adjust the level of your headlight with this button right here. So you scroll it, so just in case you have a load in the back, or you're towing a heavy trailer and it's lowering in the back of the truck, you can compensate so you don't blind people. So it kind of lowers the angle of the headlight slightly. And then your automatic high beams, you can turn that on or off. And then right here, this is for your rear glass. So let's check that out. So the whole glass in the back is like a big power window. So you have a tilt and a telescoping steering column. So it tilts and you're able to go in and out, get the right position that you want, and you lock it in place. Okay, let's look on the inside from the driver's seat. Checking it out. Okay, so I have the seat all the way back and all the way down, and it's actually too far back for me to drive. I'm 6 feet tall and can't even touch the pedal here, so it's a little bit too far back. So just to give you an idea of the amount of leg room you're able to have in this particular vehicle, it's pretty good amount, especially the back. I mean, the combination of the front and back is amazing. Okay, looking at the steering wheel, it's a synthetic material, very durable feeling synthetic steering wheel with a simulated leather texturing here. A little bit of a bolster here at the top. Now this vehicle has cruise control back here, and cruise control stock is back here, but it has adaptive cruise control. So the adaptive cruise control feature and the lane departure alert system are right in here. So you can set your cruise control, turn it on and all that, and then you can do your adjustments here. Here on the left side is your volume for your radio, tuned through your presets or your audio tracks on your radio. Voice recognition, you can change your, the mode button is basically your different audio sources. And then your phone, once you pair a Bluetooth phone, you can answer and hang up here. Here on the right side, these correspond with a screen between the gauges, which we'll get to in just a minute. Windshield wiper controls are on the right. Turn signals on the left here, but it also has your headlight controls. You can turn off your daytime running light, have an automatic parking, and then there's on, and your fog light is controlled here. Okay, so here's your gauges, and pretty basic and simple. RPMs are on the left, speedometer on the right. There in the center, you have your oil pressure, engine temperature, voltage, and your fuel. Now you notice it needs fuel, so they're gonna put fuel in it as soon as I finish up here. Okay, so using these buttons right here, I'm gonna get some more information in this little center screen. So let me zoom in a little bit just to show you. Okay, so at the top you can see right now it's showing a digital speedometer and it shows the range, but at the top you see those little icons. So as I scroll through, it gives me more information. So that's the first one, the I there, little I information tab. And while I'm here, I can scroll up and down. You notice that little bar on the right side. It actually lets me know, kind of give me an alert. So it's like time until rest, kind of giving me an alert to let me know, hey, maybe it's time for a rest while I'm driving. There's a blank screen, and then your average fuel economy, and then your trip distance and time, and it goes back here to your digital speedometer. Scrolling to the right, this is kind of what your radio is doing, give you control over changing the stations and stuff right here. And this is your adaptive cruise control. Once it's turned on, you can adjust the distance by pushing the adaptive cruise control button. You can also turn on or off your lane departure alert system. So you have to be going over 32 miles per hour apparently for that to work. Alright, scrolling down, we have our tire pressure, trailer brake gain control information there, and it goes back to that original screen. Scrolling to the right again, this is our basically messages like low fuel. Scrolling to the right, this is our settings, so we can go in here and adjust our specific settings that we want. Alright. Okay, so looking in here, we have a traction control button which you can turn off. It's default on, but you can turn off if you need to spin tires. Let's say you're stuck and you need to spin tires for whatever reason. Then you have a tow and haul mode, letting the vehicle know that you have some extra weight that it needs to handle. And then your trailer brake gain control right here for, you know, trailers that have a brake separate from the, you know, a separate brake system that you can connect to, and you can adjust the gain of that particular brake system so that way it's more in sync with the vehicle. Okay, so here's your touchscreen, and it has physical buttons here on the outside, and it has a CD player. It has a traditional volume and tune through the stations knob. So this is your audio button. You have your presets here on the left side, what your radio is doing. You can change your audio source, AM, FM, satellite radio, CD player, USB, Bluetooth audio, and auxiliary inputs. Lots of different ways of playing music. So let's go to the home button. The home button is just a split between your phone and your radio. Then we can go to the apps, audio, phone, messages, eco information right here, like how much fuel economy you're getting and what you did in the past 15 minutes. All your setup information here. You can set up pair of phones, all that kind of stuff. And you can get traffic and weather as well. Some of this may use your, you need a HD signal. Same thing with the weather. You'll need a HD signal for that to come through, which there's none available right now. Okay, so down here, 4-way flashers. Recirculate the air in the cabin, air conditioning, and your defroster buttons. All in this little panel. And then we're transitioning now into your, as you've noticed, the climate control. So your fan speed and your temperature and where you want the air to blow. Nice big, easy to turn knobs, easy to see everything, even with gloves on. It's easy to manipulate here. Okay, so you have two power supplies, two 12-volt power supplies here and here. And you also have your auxiliary input and your USB port right here. Nice open space to put some stuff, and this kind of dished out a little bit right here, I guess to prop something up or whatever. And then cup holder, and here's a long open portion right here. You can prop up a phone, a tablet, something like that, or just anything you need to put in there that will fit. And then here's your cup holders, little storage space there. So let's go ahead and put it in reverse and check out the backup camera. So it has the static guidelines. You can see from the bumper to the sky and all around. So pretty good visibility. This really helps out with, backing up to a trailer, obviously. There's neutral, drive, and then we can put it over here in this basically a manual mode, so we can change and limit the gear ratio, the maximum gear ratio, so we can downshift and stuff like that when we're going downhill if we need to. Armrest is massive, and it's even divided up to where you have a driver and passenger side, and then here in the center portion is just a little place to put some stuff. You lift this up. There's actually some little compartments underneath for pens and tissues, and a clip right here. And a really large open compartment here in the center portion. 12-volt power supply, and a place for wires to go in and out of this compartment right here. Okay, so here's your rear view mirror. It has a HomeLink garage door opener controls integrated in it, and it's actually an auto dim rear view mirror, so there's a little light sensor in the back. We'll activate that at nighttime, and then you have a digital compass there as well. Place to put your shades right up in here, and it has like a foam material on the inside to help protect your glasses. Clip right here for putting papers of mail or whatever, and then you have some tap lights. Visors have mirrors and lights. They also have the ability to slide in and out. This is handy for the side windows especially. Okay, so let's look at the visibility in the back. So I have one headrest up all the way extended, and then I have the other one folded down, just to kind of give you an idea of the difference there. So you can see the headrest does get in the way quite a bit when it's in the way, when it's there. But of course somebody's head would be in the way. If you have adults in the back, they're going to do the same thing. So when you don't have anybody back there, folding them down really increases your visibility. Now you have these massive windows here on the sides, so there's not much blind spots in this vehicle. There's plenty of visibility back there, and of course you have your camera and all that stuff to help you out when backing up to trailers. That's always good. Okay, 2018 Tundra SR5 at Sparks Toyota. Thank you for watching, and thank you to Sparks Toyota for allowing me to show off an awesome truck, and I'll see you guys next time.